Hey y'all, so I'm out here in my tomatoes again, and I'm still noticing some dead plants. And you walk up on them, and you see one just laying here like this, and it's cut right here at the ground. And initially I thought maybe cutworms. You know, I dug around, look, there's not any holes for any cutworms, so I don't see any like that. So I get over here to this one here, and you see that it's all wilted down and looking terrible. So I dig right here. Look at the bush just finally come all the way off here. It wasn't like that even just a little while ago. And I can tell, well, I can tell he's already filled it back in. You can't see it. I thought I was gonna be able to show you, but he came up and ate the rest of it. We've got a gopher. And there may be more than one for all I know. But it's eating the plants off. And some of them, the whole plant was gone. I guess it jugged the whole plant down in the hole. But there's not any mounds. You can't see any mounds, any gopher mounds anywhere. So, you know, initially I thought cutworms and thought I might need to have to do something about it. But so anyway, I'm fixing to show you how I catch gophers. I've got two kinds of traps. One is this Duke trap here. I think it's a Duke. No, Victor, I'm sorry. A Victor trap, which you open it up and it clamps on them. You have to dig the hole out, and it's kind of a chore to do it. You have to stake it off, because if you don't, they'll pull it in the ground. But for the last year, I've been using these Gopher Hawk traps. If you hadn't seen them, they're a whole lot simpler than that other one. So I'm fixing to set up a couple of these. I'll show you real quick how you do it, just in case you hadn't seen any. And we're gonna see if we can't catch that rascal. Let's see, right in here is where that one was. So this trap comes with this little apparatus here that helps open the hole up so that you can stick the trap down inside of it. And it has the little rod here that you probe around and try to find where the gopher run is. So you just stick it around in the ground here until you find where that run's at. And I'm gonna think it's right around in here. Here's one right here. Right here. I feel it right there. So I'm gonna take this thing now. I'm gonna take this and stick it down in here and widen that hole up a little bit, like this. Try to find that tunnel. I actually think I see it down in there. And I'm gonna stick this trap in there. I kind of like to make sure that whatever direction the run is going, I try to make sure that these little wires are open instead of it being in line with that, if that makes sense. I don't want this in the line with the run. I kind of like it to be to where he can go inside of it right there. So you push it down inside here, and then you hold it and push up. You pull up with this, and then it's locked in place like that. And it's very simple to do. Something else I like to do, especially if you're in some hard ground, is to, and you waller it out with this. Sometimes you have to make the hole a little bigger. I like to pack that dirt around it a little more. Try to seal off any light that might be shining down inside that hole, because they'll come and just backfill it in if you don't. And it seems to work better if you kind of close it up a little bit. So I'm gonna, let's see, I think there's another one. There's another dead plant right over here. I'm gonna probe around right in here. This soft ground is kind of hard to find the run, you know. I've had this as a no-dig garden. There's something right here. Kind of right in there. See, I kind of like to see if the hole at least is in there somewhere, and I don't think it. Sometimes it'll just cave in on you, and it really doesn't work as well. So I make sure that it's good and open. Very hard in this soft dirt to find that run, because it just goes on down anyway. It looks like it might be some right there. sometimes when you're pushing this thing down in there, you can kind of close the sides of it up. There we go. If you're not careful. That may have went too far. We'll see. Well, there you have it. That's a Gopher Hawk. We're gonna see if we can't catch a few. Well, hey y'all, it's been a little bit since I set that trap for that gopher, and I think I got him. That's one great thing about these traps, is you don't actually have to walk up on them to see if you actually have a gopher. You get up close to it, so you can see that it's tripped by that yellow right there, and so you can be out, you know, 20-30 yards away or more, see that yellow and know that it's got something. So let's see here what he's got. Oh yeah, there he goes. So there he is right there. We got him. So we're gonna set this one and see if we can't catch another one. We're gonna leave that one set. Gonna leave this one out here and see if we can't catch more. I don't know how many live in an area, but if they're gonna eat my tomato vines, they ain't gonna live here much longer. I appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you on the next one.